Hello there, thank you for joining me. Well, we've had some serious rain here in the UK, but I'm still getting out detecting. I'm going to be using this Techno program on some very waterlogged deep pasture. Well, the guys that are out there digging, I've spoken to a couple of them and they said the water level is really high. You start digging, it just fills up with water. So this is going to be an interesting one. Going to use the standard Techno program with a DS2 9-inch coil, and let's just see how we get on. Well, first impressions are, it's just your average everyday site really. Mineralisation isn't very high. Bit of iron there, bit of iron grumbling through, which is nice. Not too many high signals, although I'm using the 90 sensitivity. Seems to be behaving itself quite well. Now I've got the volume on the DS2 turned right down because obviously there's other guys detecting around me and I don't want to upset them. So what I'm going to do now is just look for a quiet bit of land, quiet bit of the field, and then I can turn the volume up so you guys can perhaps hear it a little better. Still got the volume turned right down, and that's a little sweetie, isn't it? So my plan today is not to dig the bright signals because everything's going to be deep. So what I'm going to do is just listen out for those little tickles and then perhaps have a look at those ones. But the loud, sharp ones, not today, guys. Getting a little bit brighter, isn't it now? As suspected. Oh, I can see what it is, look. Oh, I can see what it is there. It's a shotgun cartridge, look. Okay, no worries. And of course on pasture we've got to make sure our holes are as clinical as possible so the landowner will invite us back again. There you go, perfect. 67, 69, quite tightly grouped those numbers. I wonder if this is going to be another shotgun cartridge because I'm working along this tree line. Maybe there's quite a few. Maybe it's not such a good idea to work this tree line. No, it's not a shotgun cartridge, and it's round. I think that's a lead seal, you know. That's really nice. Well done, Gary. Here we go, 58, 59. Again, I think that's in that lead category, isn't it? Again, try and keep this as clinical as possible. 3 sides on the spade. You guys know how to do it, don't you? And just flip it over. And this is where things get a little bit messy because if you go too deep on the dig, you've then got to start disassembling this turf, or it may be something's just gone deeper into the hole. There it is down there. So we got lucky that time. And my hand digger, well, I've forgotten it, and that's a spare one I keep in the truck. So typical, isn't it? So there it is. There it is. What could it be? Oh, it's a button. Do you know what, guys? I don't think I will bother turning that volume up. I'm just hoping you can hear it okay on the camera, because it's so nice just detecting and listening to that bird song. It's tranquil, so I think by turning the volume up I'm just going to boom all that away. So I just want to keep this really chilled out and just have a nice day. There you go, some of the Minelab Owners Club, they've heard we're out detecting with the Daises and they just want to see how it's done. Sorry guys. try the pinpointer.
Was that up there?
Yes.
Where the house burned down.
Still sort of there on the second press, only just.
So have I.
So could this be a high conductor small item? Okay. Time to get the rubbish digger out. Now this is one thing I wouldn't mind losing, but not today. Okay, that's ruffled it up a little bit. I can see it. There it is in the hole, look. Looks like a nice big old button. It's a nice old button, look at that. Brilliant. Let's give it a quick clean up on the trousers. Yeah, it's got some nice decoration on it. I can't exactly see what it is, but I'll take that. That was a nice deep target, that was, wasn't it? It's probably hundreds of years old. Okay, reason why I stopped is because I've got a really nice signal. Ground looks pretty waterlogged here, but it sounds pretty good. I'll put my spade exactly where it is. Have a listen to this. 79.80. So what do you think of that? Obviously it's a digger, but on this field where everything goes deep, I'd consider that a bright target. Perhaps a little bit too bright, but you know, I just can't walk away from these bright targets, which are higher numbers. I just keep finding myself digging them, but they turn out to be modern trash like Coca-Cola cans and things like that. But you just think to yourself, it's such a nice signal, I've got to have a go at it. And that's exactly what I'm doing. But I really need to discipline myself and start saying, look, if it's not a feathery, weak signal, high number, just walk away, because time is ticking on, storm is coming our way, and I don't want to have to finish this video too early, although you may think differently. We should have ignored that one. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, if this video's brought you any entertainment or value, I'd really appreciate it if you could just give us a thumbs up, and I'd be really honoured if you could subscribe, and then perhaps we can meet again in the field and the beach and talk a little bit more about metal detecting. Now here's an interesting signal. It's giving me the high tone, but as I draw the coil off of it, the tone changes. Maybe there's something we can all learn from this signal, so I'll let you have a listen to it and we'll dig it out. But I think if that was a highly conductive coin, it would be a high tone. As the coil come off it, the signal would disappear. It wouldn't change in tone. Have a listen. There's your high tone, 89.90. Draw the coil back. Strange. Well, I can see something right there on the side of the hole. I can't be bothered with that digger. So that's what it is, look, it's, well, I don't know what it is. I really don't know. Well, that is a washer. There, obviously. Or is it? Do you know what? I think that's a piece of cast. And that's why it's giving us that difficult sound. Who's a clever boy then? So next time we get one of those high-pitched signals, let's draw the coil back while we're sweeping and see what information we get from that. Absolutely brilliant. I think I've got too many layers of clothes on now because I've started to overheat a bit. I guess it'll be time to get those bikes out soon. Looking forward to that. And there it is, look. There it is, the white feather. Basically a blank disc. But look at all the water in this hole. It's completely filled up with water now. Unbelievable. just what we're looking for. Look, 82, 83. Perfect. Keep going. I can see it. Oh, you're killing me. It is an absolutely huge piece of lead, look. Oh. That's it. I'm pissed off now, but I suppose being pissed off is not as bad as being pissed on, but it ain't as good as being pissed up, so I'll take that. Well, that's it guys, thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.